This video is brought to you by Miniature Market. Thousands of board games, miniatures, and paints, discount prices at miniaturemarket.com.
Hi everybody, welcome to the GenCon top, well, it was top 25, but we're going to do the top 10 games that I saw at GenCon. So we're going to close out GenCon 50 with some of the gems and some of the things that I really saw that were really exciting for me and had changed my final top 10 list. There's some really honorable mention games that I have to mention out there that were not able to purchase, but would have probably made the list very high. One of those is Big Trouble in Little China. Wow, I got to take a look at this. I actually did a film interview with the guy. I really like this game. I think this game is something else. I think it comes out in November. I'm very excited about it. The other game that really stood out to me was Secrets of the Lost Station. It's on Kickstarter right now. It's only got a few days left. It's going to be close. I don't know if they're going to get it funded, but boy, this really looked like something. You can see the video on it that I did for it. I really hope it gets funded. If it doesn't, well, that'd be a real shame, because I really like Secrets of the Lost Tomb, and I thought that was a fantastic game. Another couple of other games, Incantius, I can't say the word. This is from an independent group. I did a video on it. It's wizards going at it with each other. It really looks like something else. I've got some of the miniatures here for it. Oh, Enchantress. Ugh. And here's some of the wizards. I really like how this goes. It's on the boards and everything like that. The boards are beautiful for it, so I'm really looking forward to seeing how that really turns out. Now, my top 10 has changed quite a bit, and I'm kind of shocked at that. Another game that is coming, but I wanted to make one more mention of one more game. That's Joan of Arc. I took a look at that, and I was absolutely blown away by Joan of Arc. I am looking forward to that. It looks great. I like the whole... It comes with buildings and city setup, and you just sit there on this little board and you just fight it out. I think that's really dynamic and cool. You could see some of it in, I think, my day 4 or day 3 coverage of GenCon. So I'll try to put some video or something up so you guys can take a look at that a little bit more. So let's go through this real quick, because I don't want to bore the heck out of you guys. Coming in at number 10 was a game that I don't believe was in the top 10, and that's Flip Ships. I really like this. As a matter of fact, I think I have it out right here. This came in at number 10. This was a lot of fun. I got to try it at GenCon. I can't wait to get it to the table and show Janice how to play it. This is a great game, and I was happy to get it at GenCon, of course, and really a nice little game. Another couple of games, which unfortunately I have to turn around to do this. At number 9 was another game that I got to play at Origins, but I didn't get to get the English version until GenCon, and that's The Quest for El Dorado. This is El Dorado. I can't believe I slowed up on that. What a great game this is. It is a great racing game. I was really excited about it. We played it the other night, Saturday night actually, and we had a great time with it. Another game, oh, excuse me, I'm going to leave that in there just to show you I'm using. That came in at number 8 was Master of Orion. I didn't have this on my radar. This did not make the list also, And I've got to say that this is absolutely fantastic. I like how it plays out. I like everything about it. 2 to 4 players. It takes about an hour. I loved the video game. You know I'm going to love this game. Master of Orion at number 8. I'm doing this off the top of my head, of course. Another game that came in that was a complete surprise was Edge of Humanity. That came in at number 7. Sam, Mark, and myself, we actually did a video for it. It really, really was a lot of fun. It caught me off guard. I really liked it. I had a lot of fun with it. And it comes in at number 7. I think this is just a fantastic, fantastic game. A lot of things really moved up, believe it or not. And number 6, Photosynthesis. This is just gorgeous. It's fun. You're building trees and stuff like that, and it's just a very good, solid Euro game. I was so happy to get this at number 6. I'm excited about it. I can't wait to get it on the table and show you guys. From there, the top 5. And this has changed quite a bit, believe it or not. Number 5 for me was a game that kind of caught me off guard. And I'm not a big apocalyptic guy, but I really like what this was. And I'm going to have to say that number 5 was Wasteland Express. Wasteland Express, I think, is a tremendous, tremendous game. I was surprised by it. It was off my radar a little bit. It was in the top 10 only because of all the hype and Sam, but when I got to see everything and see how it all worked together, I was just like, yeah, I'm all in on this. And we got that baby right here, so we're going to get that out to the table sooner than later. Number 4. Now, this kind of changed a little bit for me, and we're going to talk about some of the things that dropped off and I was kind of disappointed, and then some that were just outside of the top 10, which really need to be mentioned, and a lot of them weren't even on the list. Number 4, Fate of the Elder Gods. I mean, another Richard Launius. And when you put Cthulhu, Richard Launius together, you've got a great game. I'm learning the rules on this right now. And these next 4 games you're going to see in the next coming 10 days. Some of them are pretty rules intensive. This looks fantastic. I've watched it, and I'm just absolutely blown away by this. I'm very excited to get this to the table. At number 3 is a game that I'm just plain excited about, and that's Folklore: The Affliction. The miniatures are beautiful. The gameplay looks smooth so far. I'm really, really getting sucked into it big time, and I'm just excited to get this to the table. Number 2, this wasn't even on the list, okay? It wasn't even on the list, and I think the reason for it is I just didn't know it was coming out or not, and that's 878 Vikings. I am absolutely jacked, and I've read this. I can't wait to get this to the table. First of all, let me just speak about Uwe and how awesome he is, and his beautiful wife. His son should have been on the cover of Photosynthesis. The kid is taller than some of the trees that you'll find in Indianapolis. But what a nice family, fantastic. I can't say enough about Academy Games. They make games where you can understand it and be able to explain it very quickly. Everything is so clean. And the only thing I'm disappointed about is that Storms of Steel 2nd edition isn't out yet, and I want that more than life itself. But this game is absolutely tremendous. All the little components, all the extras you can get with it. I started reading it and I go, wow, I understand this. This is just fantastic. My number 1 game. This changed. This was actually number 2. Even though it's very complex, as I was reading about this game and learning this game and practicing this game and getting this game to make sure that I have it down, so when we do our live play that we understand it 100%, and that is Too Many Bones. This took over at number 1. This game looks fantastic. They were so kind at that booth. I can't explain to you how great these people are. Any questions I had, I started looking at some of the other games that they had, and I was like, oh my God, I got to get those. It's just I didn't have enough time to buy everything and ship it home. So I will be going to their website and definitely getting some of the other games that they put out, which just look fantastic as well. This Too Many Bones is really, really under the radar for me. It is something I'm very excited about, and I really can't wait to get my hands on it. So what dropped out of the top 10? Well, this hurts me to even say this, but Shark Island. I was really looking forward to this, and this was in my top half, the middle of my top 10. This dropped completely off the list. I got a chance to check this out. I was a little disappointed as it's not about the shark as much. It's almost like a blackjack type of game. I don't dislike it, but I was kind of disappointed in it, and because I loved Delve so much, I really had a lot of high hopes for this. I'm going to play it. We're going to play it live. And you could judge for yourself. I think that's the best way to do it. First Martians dropped out. This game I'm really having a tough time learning. There is a lot to this. Now, I've never played Robinson Crusoe, and I heard it's one of the greatest games of all time. So this is in the same vein. So I was looking for aliens. There weren't any aliens. I was hoping there was like all kinds of different types of problems, but it's kind of just surviving Mars, which is kind of cool, but I'm looking for a little bit more. It's in the top 15. I just don't think it's the number 1 game. Another couple of things that made the list at the top 25 I want to talk about. Unearth. Unearth made 11. And it was nowhere to be found. We played this game, and we absolutely loved this game, but is it enough to beat the top 10? I don't know. Another game is Ascendant Kings. I didn't expect to find that. That came out also, and wow, I can't say enough how beautiful the miniatures are. All the components are top of the line. This is a very, very passionate project. And speaking of passionate projects, when you put 10 to 13 years into a game, you have to make my top 25 list, and that is Fallen Lands. The only thing that worries me about this is it is an hour per person. So if you got 4 people, you're playing a 4-hour game. Apocalyptic, very story driven. As I started reading and learning more and more about this game, and we got it here and learning how to play it, because we are definitely going to play it live for you, I was just like, wow. But this is going to be a long game. Do I think those 2 hours, if it's just Janice and I, or 3 hours if it's Mike, myself, and Janice, are going to go by fast? I really think so, because it's a game that you're very engaged with. So I'm very curious on how this plays out and how it works. It may even go higher after the playthrough, but this is the after GenCon first effects, and this is how I feel at this particular moment for games that came out at GenCon, and I really think we've got some real home runs here. So that's the top 10 list. I hope you enjoyed this. I look forward to your thoughts and comments, and also on some of the things that we've gotten and played and are going to play for you guys. We've got a lot of great games. We've got a lot of fun things to do. I'm looking forward to the next week. I'm looking forward to the week coming up with all the stuff that we have. I think you're going to be pleasantly surprised with our live playthroughs and some of our reviews of all the games. And hopefully when they come out, you'll be able to take these videos and go, well, they made all those mistakes, so we won't make those. All right, until next time, thanks so much to everybody that was at GenCon. And thanks to everybody for all the kind words on the coverage that we gave you from GenCon. GenCon 50 was quite a whirlwind. It was tiring, exciting, but most of all, it was great feeling like I was taking you guys with me. And that's what's the most important thing. So, until next time, I'm Rob Warren, and we will see you soon.
Sponsored by Miniature Market's Review Corner. The Review Corner features podcasts, videos, and written reviews by gamers for gamers. Miniature Market, online gaming superstore, thousands of games and minis, discount prices. Check them out at miniaturemarket.com.